Well, a slightly different video this week. I'm back at my parents for a summer holiday down on the beach. Let the kids have a run and swim in the sea. And my father's got his Rolls Royce that he's been working on for the last 4 years. And it's pretty epic. I thought it's worth doing a video just so you can have a look at it, see what it's like. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Let me know in the comments. But let's get on and I'll just show you what it is. So it started life as a 1934 2025 Rolls Royce in this pretty splendid sort of mustardy cream brown colour. And as I remember, mechanically it was fine, but structurally sort of the back end was pretty bad. It had been rotten away and needed quite a lot of help. So as it stands today, you can see it's pretty clean. Obviously it's had a colour change. But when I move the camera, you'll see what actually has happened to the car. If you ever went to the NEC Birmingham Motor Show back in, I think it was 2017, this is in sort of pride of place on the Rolls Royce stand. If I just stand up, you'll see the hidden secret, what happened to the car. So it changed from a 4-door saloon, I think it was called a Sports Saloon back then, into a 2-door drop head coupe. If I walk around, you get the proportions of the car. So from the back side, you can really see how it sort of swoops away. It's a big car. It stands at about 5 meters long. It's not very wide. I think probably from the front, it holds its shape much better. I just wander back round, but you can see the amount of work you could imagine to achieve this. Since all of the bodywork at the rear was completely rotten, the only thing my father could do was to strip it right back down to the chassis, kill all the rust and then start rebuilding. He started off adding steel box sections to certainly the B pillar that will ultimately end up supporting the hood, and one either side on the rear wings rolling down to help form the shape. Then attached to this is 20mm marine grade ply, and on top of that is superimposed the ash frame that forms the body shape, all screwed and glued together with marine grade glue. To get to that stage took about 6 months. The interior is a mixture of ash and bespoke chrome work, all created by my father. Apart from the dash, which is elm veneered, he wanted something that looked very unique, very unusual. So that's in elm, which looks fantastic. You can really see the swirls of the wood. Once he was happy with the underlying shape, it was sent away to have the aluminium panels created and then finally sprayed. So the interior is a pretty special place to be. It retains as much original items as it can. Things like the instrument cluster here, the steering wheel is original, a lot of the other bits and bobs, but there are many bespoke items in because it's had such a change. If I just pan you around, you can see everything's been retrimmed in this beautiful leather with the red piping, looks fantastic. I believe these are the original seats. The doors are the original shape, have been dropped by about 3 inches, I think. All of the window frame, the A-frame and the door tops have all been rebuilt. I think they're actually made from scratch. Obviously everything here has been retrimmed. Just panning round, let's have a look. You can see the sort of the quality of everything. If I can open the door, they open the suicide door, so they open outwards. You can see the beautiful sort of leather pocket on the door. And in the back there's this very almost organic shape of wood, sort of made from a single piece. All I don't know how you do that, you did tell me once. That hides the hood cover. Now the hood is built from a Mercedes R107. That's what it started life as, but then that's been heavily modified to fit. If I just pan out from the outside, you can see obviously it's a bespoke cover then put on top of it, but the underlying mechanism is Mercedes. Now I'm not going to crawl underneath, which I know is what you're usually seeing me do, but I can tell you from where I'm sort of kneeling down now, it all looks brand new. It's been thoroughly renovated, restored. I just have a look under. It's pretty impressive, I must say. Everything is spotless. Even details like the boot. If you look at this, it's all been retrimmed beautifully. And then inside there's this drawer. When you pull it out, if I can reach in, there's the toolkit. So he's even made a sort of a special drawer to hold it all in. Just slide it back in there.
Was Cyril Sykes' lover. Ethel somebody, I think her name was. And so when Rolls Royce cars were being built, they had the Spirit of Ecstasy, but other manufacturers started making their cars more sporty. And Henry Royce said, right, we're going to start putting louvers in the bonnet, and we also want to have a more sporty emblem on the front. And Cyril Sykes came up with a kneeling lady.
So that's a 3.7 straight 6, isn't it?
Yes. Totally original.
Cleaned up, but never,
Yeah.
not restored.
It's got a racing filter on here.
So we're going to try and start her up now. We started about, I guess, 10 hours ago. It's been sitting in the sun, so it should start pretty easily. Here we go. There we go, on the button. Not sure what he's trying to do with it, but I think he's coming out. I thought he was coming out this way, but maybe not.
Someone made back out. Although it's got good brakes. What's the bit?
Since being finished, the car hasn't been used much, although we did use it for a wedding this year, which is great. And as I mentioned before, we had it at the NEC Motor Show in Birmingham. It was the, I think it was the pride of place on the Rolls Royce stand, and was voted one of the top 10 cars of the show. Well, that wraps up this video this week, a really short one. I just wanted to show you the car because it's pretty incredible when you stand next to it. It's got a lot of presence. You know that it's something special when you stand there. Riding in it, it's probably not the best drive in the world, as you can imagine. It's 1934 car. It doesn't drive that well, but it has a lot of character, I'd say. The engine's beautiful, just hums away there. And the number of people on the road who acknowledge you, let you out and things like that is really, it's amazing to see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. Click the like button, subscribe, and we'll be back on the Porsche next week. I'll see you then.